There are moments in life when everything seems still, yet beneath the surface, the tides are shifting. Today, I urge you to pay attention, to listen not just with your ears but with your heart. What you're about to hear might be the sign you've been waiting for, the answer to a prayer, or the warning to prepare for what lies ahead. This is no coincidence. You are here for a reason. Have you ever felt a tug on your spirit, a sense that something significant is coming? Let me tell you, the spiritual realm is moving, and signs are all around us. Open your eyes to the small things. A message in a random conversation, a number that keeps appearing, or a dream that feels too vivid to ignore. These are not accidents. These are whispers from the divine, guiding you toward your purposed in the coming days. Specifically around January 25th, there's a strong energy of change. Some of you will feel it in your personal lives, a shift in relationships, opportunities, or even challenges that push you out of your comfort zone. The world is also speaking louder. Unusual events, natural phenomena, or headlines that spark a collective awakening. This is a call not to fear, but to prepare. Preparation isn't about stocking up physically. It's about strengthening your spirit, grounding yourself in faith, and being ready to stand firm no matter what comes your way. Think about this. Every significant breakthrough in life is preceded by a season of waiting and testing. The waiting can feel endless, the testing unbearable, but it's during this time that God is shaping you, refining you like gold in the fire. Imagine a seed buried in the darkness of the soil. It feels alone, forgotten. But in that hidden place, transformation is taking place. When the time is right, it breaks through the surface, strong and full of life. You are that seed, and your season of breakthrough is approaching. But let me be honest, breakthroughs don't come without resistance. The enemy works hardest when he knows you are close to stepping into God's promises. You might feel distractions intensifying, doubts creeping in, or people around you pulling you down. These are tactics to derail you. Do not give in. Remind yourself that you are not walking this journey alone. God's hand is upon you, guiding you, protecting you, and fighting battles you cannot see. Now, let's talk about something that might shake you. Have you ever heard of events that seemed so unlikely, yet they happened and changed everything? Natural disasters, economic shifts, or global awakenings often occur when people least expect them. While I'm not here to create fear, I want to encourage you to stay vigilant. Around February 5th, keep your eyes open. There might be events or signs that stir something within you. Let this not frighten you, but remind you of the power and sovereignty of God. No matter what happens in the world, He is in control. And for those feeling burdened by their own storms, financial struggles, health issues, or broken relationships, remember this: God sees you. He knows every tear you've cried, every sleepless night, and every unspoken worry. He is not distant. He is near, closer than the air you breathe. His promise to you is clear: come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Rest doesn't mean your problems disappear overnight, but it means you can find peace even in the midst of chaos. You might be wondering, what do I do next? How do I navigate this uncertainty? The answer lies in surrender. Surrender your plans, your fears, your desires to God. It's not about giving up. It's about giving in to His will, His timing, and His greater purpose for your life. Trust that He is working all things together for your good, even when you can't see it. As this message sinks in, I challenge you to take a step of faith. It could be as simple as starting your day with prayer, forgiving someone who hurt you, or stepping into an opportunity you've been hesitant about. Faith is not about seeing the whole staircase. It's about taking the first step, trusting that God will guide you the rest of the way. And here's something else to hold on to: blessings often come disguised. What you perceive as a setback might be a setup for something greater. A door closing might be God's way of redirecting you to a better path. Stay hopeful. Keep your heart open to the unexpected. Now, let me speak to your heart directly. There's a reason you're still here, listening. God is calling you to rise, to take your place in His plan. The road ahead might not be easy, but it will be worth it. Imagine looking back a year from now and seeing how every trial, every delay, every unanswered prayer led to a life you couldn't have dreamed of. That's what's waiting for you if you don't give up. Let this message be the beginning of something new. Share it with someone who needs encouragement, because you never know whose life might be transformed by hearing these words. Stay connected with this channel, because there's so much more to come. Remember, God is not finished with you yet. The best is still unfolding, one step, one moment, one prayer at a time. Keep your faith alive, and watch how God turns your story into a testimony that inspires others. Let's continue this journey, and as we move forward, I want you to reflect on the deeper meaning of your life. Have you ever thought about the unique purpose for which you were created? Every moment, every breath, every experience has brought you to this point. There is no accident in your existence. You were born with a purpose, a divine mission that only you can fulfill. But fulfilling that purpose requires you to step out of fear and step into faith. Think about the heroes of faith in every story you've ever heard. None of them had it easy. They faced trials, moments of doubt, and even failure. But they persevered because they trusted in something greater than themselves. You, too, are part of a story being written by the greatest author of all time. The chapters of your life may have had heartbreak, loss, or uncertainty, but remember this: the story isn't over. The pages ahead are filled with hope, redemption, and victory in the days to come. You may encounter signs that seem small or even strange. A random conversation with a stranger might open your eyes to a truth you've been avoiding. A moment of stillness might reveal clarity about a decision you've been wrestling with. Be open to these moments. They are not coincidences. They are divine appointments. Let me share something profound. Throughout history, people have witnessed shifts, moments when the ordinary became extraordinary. Think about those who lived before great discoveries, revolutions, or awakenings. Most didn't see it coming, but those who stayed watchful, who listened to the whispers of their hearts, were ready. I believe we are on the cusp of such a shift now. Around February 10th, many of you will notice something: a change in the atmosphere, a message in the news, or even a dream that feels too vivid to ignore. Pay attention, for these could be the signs of a greater movement. As you listen to this, take a moment to let go of the burdens weighing you down. Whatever you've been holding on to, fear, resentment, or regret, release it. Lay it at the feet of the one who is bigger than every problem you face. God didn't create you to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. He created you to walk in His light, to trust Him, and to let His peace fill your soul. Now, as we draw this message to a close, I want you to think about your next step. It doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. Sometimes, the smallest step can lead to the biggest change. Whether it's reaching out to someone you've lost touch with, forgiving yourself for past mistakes, or taking 5 minutes to pray, these small actions create ripples that can transform your life. And let's not forget the power of community. You are not alone in this journey. Share this message with someone who needs encouragement. Sometimes, the words they need to hear are the ones you've just heard. Be the light in someone else's darkness, and in doing so, you'll find your own path illuminated. Before we part ways today, I want to leave you with this: life is unpredictable, but God's promises are certain. Even when you can't see the way forward, He is already there, clearing the path. Trust Him, lean into His grace, and know that every challenge you face is shaping you for something greater. Stay connected with this channel. There are more messages, more guidance, and more moments of reflection to come. Together, we'll navigate the ups and downs of this journey, and we'll keep our hearts open to the incredible things God has planned. Hold on to faith, and let it be the anchor in every storm. The best is yet to come. Keep watching, keep believing, and keep shining.